Hey everyone, and welcome to Bright. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that can make or break a teacher's experience: classroom management. We've all been there, right? The awkward silence, the unexpected question that throws your whole lesson plan off track, the, dare I say, utter chaos that can sometimes erupt when you've got a room full of energetic young minds. But fear not, my friends, because effective classroom management is like a superpower, one that transforms a room full of potential distractions into a vibrant hub of learning. We're talking about creating an environment where students not only understand the expectations, but also feel empowered to be active participants in their own learning journey. It's about fostering a space where respect, curiosity, and a genuine love for knowledge can thrive. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Over the next few chapters, we'll be exploring some tried and true strategies that will give you the tools to transform your classroom into that very space. We'll delve into the nitty-gritty of setting clear expectations, building positive relationships with your students, and fostering a love of learning that extends far beyond the classroom walls. All right, let's kick things off with the cornerstone of any well-managed classroom: setting clear expectations. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation before you can even dream of putting up walls or, a roof that doesn't leak. In the classroom, those foundations are your rules and guidelines. But here's the thing. It's not enough to just have them written somewhere in your syllabus, gathering dust. We need to make them explicit, engaging, even. Start by involving your students in the process. Collaboratively create a classroom agreement where everyone contributes to defining what respectful behavior, active listening, and productive collaboration look like. When students feel ownership over the rules, they're far more likely to internalize and follow them. And don't forget to revisit these expectations regularly. It's not a one-and-done deal. Life throws curveballs, classrooms evolve, and sometimes a little refresher can work wonders. Now, let's talk about relationships, because let's face it, teaching is so much more than just delivering information, right? It's about connecting with young minds, inspiring them, and creating a space where they feel safe to take risks and, yes, even make mistakes. Building positive relationships with your students is the secret sauce, the magic ingredient that transforms a good classroom into an exceptional one. But how do we actually do that? Well, it starts with simple things like learning your students' names, their interests, what makes them tick. Take a genuine interest in their lives beyond the classroom walls. Celebrate their successes, big or small, and offer support and encouragement when they stumble. Remember that empathy goes a long way. Put yourself in their shoes. Remember what it was like to be their age, navigating the choppy waters of adolescence, trying to figure out who you are and where you fit in the world. A little understanding can make all the difference. Chapter 3. Creating a haven, building a supportive learning environment. Okay, so we've got clear expectations and we're building meaningful connections. Now, let's talk about the atmosphere, the vibe, the je ne sais quoi of a classroom that makes students actually want to be there. This is about creating a space where everyone feels safe, respected, and valued. Think of it as building a learning haven, a sanctuary from the storms of adolescence that sometimes rage outside those classroom doors. Start by fostering inclusivity. Embrace diversity in all its beautiful forms and create a space where every student feels seen, heard, and respected for who they are. Encourage open dialogue and create opportunities for students to share their perspectives and experiences. Remember, learning should be fun. Incorporate engaging activities, hands-on projects, and maybe even the occasional silly game to break up the monotony and keep those energy levels high. The goal is to cultivate a love of learning, not just a tolerance for it. Chapter 4. From passive to passionate, encouraging active participation. Let's be honest, there's nothing more soul-crushing for a teacher than looking out at a sea of blank stares. We've all been there, right? But fear not, my friends, because transforming those blank stares into bright, engaged eyes is totally doable. It's about shifting the dynamic from passive listening to active participation, from simply absorbing information to actively constructing knowledge. Think outside the textbook. Incorporate interactive games, debates, group projects, anything that gets those neurons firing and those voices heard. Encourage students to ask questions, challenge assumptions, and think critically about the world around them. Remember, a classroom should be a space where curiosity reigns supreme, where there's no such thing as a stupid question, and where every student feels empowered to contribute their unique voice to the conversation. Chapter 5. Taking the reins. Fostering responsibility and accountability. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about responsibility. Because at the end of the day, we want to empower our students to become self-directed learners, right? We want them to take ownership of their education, to be accountable for their actions, and to develop those essential life skills that will serve them well beyond the classroom. Start by setting clear expectations for assignments and deadlines. Provide regular feedback, both positive and constructive, to help students track their progress and identify areas for growth. But here's the key: give them the space to make mistakes. We learn best from our failures, right? Create a supportive environment where messing up is not the end of the world, but rather an opportunity for reflection and growth. Encourage students to reflect on their learning process, identify their strengths and weaknesses, and set personal goals for improvement. Outro: your classroom, your canvas. So there you have it, folks. We've covered a lot of ground, from setting clear expectations to fostering responsibility and everything in between. But remember, effective classroom management is not about rigid control. It's about creating a dynamic, engaging, and supportive learning environment where every student has the opportunity to thrive. It's an ongoing journey, one that requires flexibility, a healthy dose of patience, and a willingness to adapt and adjust along the way. But trust me, the rewards are immeasurable. When you create a space where students feel safe, respected, and empowered to learn, the possibilities are truly endless. So go forth, my friends, and create something amazing. Your classroom is your canvas, and every day is a fresh start to make a real difference in the lives of your students.